Houston.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
To him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
That ties
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. catch as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert off of play action. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
The 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10. touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
15-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The tackle made.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. It's taken inside his own 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery. And a Charger touchdown. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gain of 23 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
14.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Allen will try again on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Badgley now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack, and he'll get across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell.
Allen's pass.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
5-yard gain on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, throw complete right side to Cooks.
Allen's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 4 yards.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He completes this one to Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Allen to throw once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
A gain of
from the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Allen has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And out of bounds right around the 20. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 31, Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll drop here to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon able to get in there and drop him behind the line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Allen to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and long, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Flush to his right. And this has dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Chargers 21.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.